Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we have a special one in store. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you're a repeat viewer, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. We are a growing channel. The support is appreciated. And if this is your first time here, welcome. If it's a repeat visit for you, welcome back. But today we are going to be opening up Magic the Gathering's most recent release, Final Fantasy. That is correct. This is a release based on, if you've never played the game, please go ahead and do that. Number one, it will help make the release that much more exciting for you. Or if you've wanted to play with the cards, it will also help make playing with the cards that much more fun, because you can see Cloud here on the cover. Cloud's from Final Fantasy-VII. Great game. I've played a number of the outside of Magic, I've played a number of the Final Fantasy games. I've been playing Magic the Gathering for years. But that being said, this release I've been so excited for. I'm sure many are as well. I wanted to show you all this. So I love Magic the Gathering drafts. There are other formats out there. There's Commander, there's Standard, there's Historic. There's all sorts of different formats. I particularly loved drafting. If you are not familiar with drafting, go ahead and Google that. But basically, it's when you and a bunch of other people sit around a table and you pass cards to one another, taking one out of the pack, moving that pack to the next person, and you're trying to essentially build the best deck. And then in doing so, you also want to figure out how many lands you want. But basically, this is a printout that you get in the Final Fantasy Play Booster or Set Booster box. And what's really nice about this is, let's say you're not familiar with the different archetypes of Magic the Gathering, especially with the new set, such as this one. This is a great way for you to get a little snapshot in terms of what the combination of cards, the theme of it is, right? Now, obviously, you can mix it up. You see here, there are two colors, right? You have artifacts, control, black mage, aggro, and the blue is with the black for controlled, right? Green, white is go wide. So a lot of themes, but basically, knowing this will pay dividends whenever you play a draft, because now you know essentially in an ideal world what cards pair up best with the set, right? Now, you can go wide, you can do triple colors, right? You can go crazy if you want to do 5 color, but that's pretty wild, right? So this is kind of a short, sweet little summary. So hopefully, if you've not seen this, this is beneficial to you. I love Magic the Gathering Arena. Nearby me, I don't have a ton of places where I can draft. So if I'm able to get on MTG Arena, play some drafts, I will. There's a lot of fun games. But that brings us to this stuff right here, where we have a play pack. This was from Walmart, pretty neat. Essentially in that, you'll see 3 play boosters. We have a couple just normal boosters that we got out of a box. So let's crack these open. Let's see what we have here. And a number of people like chasing the Chocobo cards. Again, if you've never seen that card, you can go ahead, Google it. I will try and find an image to also put on this video. But basically, there's different things you can get from this set. There's bundles, you can get collector boosters, which I'm sure you've seen. Collector boosters are going through the roof right now. It's absolutely absurd. But that's where we're at right now, right? There's a high demand for it. There's a lot of great cards in the set. A lot of these cards have value, so a lot of people are going for them. Unfortunately, scalpers are too. So for those of us who really just love playing the game, it kind of dooms us in that space. But regardless, we're going to still open these up. Right now, the collector boxes are a little rich for my blood. Hopefully they come down, but take a look at that. This is the promo card that comes in this play booster. And again, in the play booster, you get 3. Just so you all are aware, this is a more expensive set just in general. So keep that in mind when you go find your boosters. They're not cheap. I think a pack is going to run you somewhere between $7 and $8. So for those old school Magic the Gathering players, that is pretty steep. It used to be that you could get some of these for, I think a booster was like $4, right? So that should, 4, maybe 5. So that will kind of give you a little bit of a hint as to, the expense of this set. Again, that's just for normal. Right now, I think collector booster is going for $100, I think. which is absolutely crazy. But I love collecting these paper copies also just because, one, I love the set, I love the theme, and this is a great card, by the way. Summon Fenrir. This is also a really, really good, strong blue card here with the Pixie. 2-drop, comes in 2 for 1, and whenever you attack with it, you surveil 1, which essentially means, you can see here, look at the top card of your library. You may put it into your graveyard. So it's a great way to kind of go through your deck. Oh, wow. And we got an overkill. So a great removal spell there. All right, so our first rare is a triple triad. And actually, we got 2 rares in this. We got a, what's that, Mughals Valor, and then we got a triple triad. So 1 enchantment, 1 instant. Take a look at those. Let me know your thoughts there. But this is not necessarily, I mean, let's look. So for each creature you control, create a 1/2 white Moogle creature token with lifelink. Then creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. But see, in draft, like that costs 5. This one costs 6. This is triple, triple red. It's gonna be hard to hit that. All right, our first. So I love Vivi. Again, if you've never played the game, go do that. You'll understand this character a lot more. I love the art series here. This is something really unique. It's really fun. I actually am making it a mission to collect these. So getting a Vivi, very, very happy. And you'll actually see some of these get, some of the artists get to put their name on the card, which is really a nice little feature there. Because what you'll probably notice if you haven't already is the artwork in the set alone is extraordinary. So if you get to collect all of these, I think it makes it pretty fun myself. So we got Commune with Beavers here, Ice Plan, I'm playing that. This is a strong card. I went up against a deck with several of these Choco Mogs. Anyway, it's a saga, so basically if you're not familiar with that, you got turn 1, then tier 2, turn 3, turn 4, right? But it's a 3/3 enchant creature, and it just creates a lot of chaos, especially if you got a white deck, then you got like a lot of little creatures run around. Now the job select, that is a mechanic in this that is absolutely broken in my opinion. When I was playing the other night, I had a lot of counters and that kind of saved me, but this deck I went up against had a lot of cards with job select, creating these creatures and getting a lot of value. Now there's not a ton of vehicles, so the fact we have one is kind of neat. Then we got here Iridia's Return, not necessarily the worst. Creatures get +3/+3, turn 2, target permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. So this is a good example if you go back to that, when we started this video and saw the graveyard theme with green and black, this card would be a value because this, if you mill cards or if cards go in your graveyard, this can help get them back, but it does cost 5, so a little steep. The Gold Saucer, that is pretty cool. What do we got here? Arden the Usurper. So this is a pretty big bomb of a card if you can cast it. Again, in draft, it might be a little harder. You got basically to pay 8 here, 3 triple black, so it's not going to be the easiest one in the world to cast, but this is a broken card, right? You got demons, you control Menace, Lifelink, and Haste. Got this other thing here, Stars Courage. Beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard, which should be easy to do, especially if you're green and black. If you exile a card this way, create a token that's a copy of that card, but it's a 5/5 demon. So then it becomes a demon, then it gets all those benefits. You can see where this just starts to get absolutely insane. Check it out. We got another one. This one's really cool because it's got right there, little logo, right? Wizards of the Coast, Magic the Gathering. And this is 52 out of 53. And there's the artist's name. All right. Giving some love to the artist. Cannot go wrong with that. So this is our 3rd pack here. Then we're going to open up those 2 boosters as well that are apart from this set. So we have our first bird token. That's kind of neat. Don't have, see, now this is where it gets kind of interesting. You see some cards with the back there. So some cards have a front and back. Just be obviously paying attention to that. If it's got a back, it will have a little logo here that will kind of hint towards it. So Red Mage's Rapier. See, again, job select. So this comes out on turn 2, creates a 1/1 hero, and then it has this second ability or this feature that, gives it a little extra boost. Black Mage's Rod is broken too. That's obviously a great card. Go ahead, read that if you haven't, or play with it if you have not. So let's see, self-destruct, good removal card right there. Again, cost 2, but then target creature you control deals X damage to any other target and X damage to itself, where X is its power. So you can see where that gets pretty absurd. We have our first mythic rare with Clive, and there's a lot of text here. I won't necessarily read it all, but there's the back of the card. All right, so if you have never seen one of these, it will have this little logo right there. It will usually have a value next to it, and then it will say 9 out of 10. So basically, if this thing flips, it goes from a 5/5 to this insane saga here, which is a 9/9. All right, so pretty cool there. And then just a couple other cards here. We have a foil haste magic. Good little trick here. Target creature gets +1/+1 and gains haste. So one of these small job select creatures, you just beefed it up, spending 2 mana to do it. Our first hollow land card here, right? Again, this is cool. You've never played with any of these. So basically, if you play this card, it enters tapped, which means essentially it goes like that or like this. But on the second turn, so once you play this, the subsequent turn or the following turn, you can tap it and get black or green mana. So just so you're aware of what that card is, but a lot of MTG players are well aware of it. So, but if you're new to the game, welcome to the game. It's super fun. Cannot talk highly enough about it. I have not gotten into Commander myself. Like I said, I do more draft and I like standard play. Sorry for the camera shake there. All right, so another Black Mage's Rod. We will certainly take that for our deck. For myself personally, I love the combo of black and green. Black and red is super fun, can be aggressive. So again, pretty fun there. Merchant, Slash of Light, good little removal spell there. Removal spell just means, number one, it's instant, so it's instant speed. And then basically it deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control plus the number of equipment you control to target creature. So those job selects, right? Or if you have equipment, because I think the job select has, I think it's an equipment too. So, but let me just look here at the Black Rod. Yeah. So Black Rod, job, it's an equipment. You see it right there. So you can see where that combos pretty nicely if you have a lot of those, right? But black and red also has some sick cards. All right. This is a fun card. We haven't seen too many of these. These don't necessarily carry a ton of value per se, but the artwork is really cool. And this is, again, what kind of makes it special. You can see it's not a hollow or anything like that. A lot of text, I won't read it, but just be on the lookout for these. Again, not necessarily a ton of value in it from selling the card, but they are pretty cool to get. So I have a couple already just from other packs I've opened here and there. This is a pretty good card right here. Lionheart, that's a really fun card as well, as you can see. So they cost 4, but it's 4 colorless, right? So a number of lands can get this, but basically when this card enters the game, it deals 2 damage to any target, right? So a small little dinky equipment or something, this can kind of take it down, or a small flyer or something like that can get rid of it. And then it gives that additional benefit of +2/+1. So you do have to equip it, spend some mana to do that, but no big deal. And look here, now we got a hollow of the same card we got, and we have a bird. So we have 2 rares, Summon Leviathan, which is also a pretty good card. So just so you all can see the difference here, we just pulled, let's see, where is that one? Did I put it in here? Maybe I didn't. I think maybe I did, and I just don't know. Maybe I'm too tired or too crazy. Sorry for the screen shake there. Yeah. All right, so check this out. One foil, one is not. So that also will change the, like if you sold the card, right, foil is gonna carry typically a little bit more than a non-foil, but we'll take it. That's pretty cool. And then again, Summon Leviathan, just an epic saga here. Hold that up just so you guys can see it, but it's pretty good, right? Again, it's a 6/6, comes down on 6, so cost 6 to play it, and it's got Ward 2, which is also neat. If you're not familiar with Ward, you can take a look at, you can kind of Google it, but basically Ward 2 basically is a way to, it's something an opponent has to pay in order to like go and attack. So if I attack it, it's got War 2. That means that player needs to pay 2, typically like 2 mana, in order to push it through, right? And that's kind of nice because it's a tempo play. Like if you know your opponent has to pay 2 to get rid of your creature and they're stuck on mana, it does kind of open the door to some stuff. So, all right, here we go. We got a merchant, another one, Slash of Light. We've seen that. Another job select there. Take a look. It's good. Hey, this is our third one, which is, I'm not mad at it. But again, you can see why, by the way, this is such a good card. So once it comes in as a 1/1, it comes in with +1. So now it's a 2/1. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent and is a wizard, right? So basically, if you have a bunch of spells, this thing can just go off. So if you have several and you just kind of build an aggro, wow, and we got White Mage's Staff. So I think literally in this one pack, we got, this is one of the most broken cards as well. Basically one of the best white commons. So that's pretty good. Circle of Power, sure. Then we got Thief's Knife, okay. Torgalifying Hound is a great 2-drop in green. So definitely, wow, and another great 2-drop in Clive's Hideaway there. We have a Summon Grimoire as well, which is a rare. It is another hollow, so take a look at that. Shaman, in addition to its, let me just read that. Equipped creature is a shaman in addition to its other types, and as whenever this creature attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. If that card is an enchantment card and enters tapped and attacking. So again, easy to see. I mean, it costs 4, but easy to see where this thing can get really out of control. And Clive's Hideaway. Haven't seen this one, but it's a land town. There is, by the way, there are, I believe in this set, there is value with the different towns. So just be aware of that as well. But yeah, Hideaway 4, let's see. This line enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library, exile 1 face down, and put the rest on the bottom in a random order. So not necessarily bad there. You may play the exile card without paying its mana cost if you control 4 or more legendary creatures. So that's where it might be a little tougher. Maybe in Commander that might be something. There are some legendary creatures in this, obviously. I mean, you see one right here, right, as an uncommon legendary creature bird. So it might be super good, might be super playable even in this legendary creature wolf. But, you know, overall, I don't think we did too bad, but there's definitely great cards in this set to pull, and it really just depends on what you're looking for. Obviously, if you're looking to turn and burn and make profit, you want some of those super uncommon cards that are mythics and or rares that have just beautiful artwork. It kind of takes up the entire card. You note it when you basically see it. I have one upstairs myself, but it kind of resembles something you might see like this. Again, it's all stuff you can find online. I'll try and find some links to post it as well to this video. But yeah, hopefully you all like this. And let me know if you are enjoying the format here in terms of drafting or what kind of MTG games you are open to. And it'd be fun to get some chatter in the chat, just or in the comments about what you guys are enjoying so far with this set. I love it. I love the art. Again, I think this is just a really, really exciting set. And it's hard to find, but if you can find it, I would encourage you to get it. Again, if nothing else, just to see the artwork and, you know, the people who worked on this Magic the Gathering set, you know, at Wizards of the Coast. Kudos to you guys. You crushed it. And without further ado, we will end this, right? But feel free, go ahead, like this video, smash the subscribe button, and let us know what else you want to see in regards to content. But we will catch you on the next one. Thank you guys for tuning in.